So yesterday I was roaming on Twitter like I usually do, and I ran across this picture by theringer.com, a nice sports website. It says, can you build a super team to beat the Warriors? Pick your 5-man rotation on a $15 budget. Now to me in my head, I'm like, okay man, this can't be too hard. The Warriors have some great pieces. Actually, they have the best team in the league, probably one of the best teams in NBA history. But right here on the list, we have every other great player in the league. $15 should definitely be enough to build a team to beat that Warrior team. So I decided to orchestrate a couple different lineups, and as I'm doing it, I'm thinking to myself like, yo, this is a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. So I decided to put together a couple different lineups that I think like my top lineups, and I'm gonna put them to the test. Now let's get to lineup number 1. So the first lineup, we have Damian Lillard, $4 player, JJ Redick, $1 player, Gordon Hayward, $2 player, LeBron James, $7 player, the most expensive person on the board, and then Steven Adams, another $1 player. Now let me tell you my thinking when I created this team. Damian Lillard, one of the top point guards in the league, one of the biggest hearts in the league, a straight gamer, and I went out, I was like, he's probably the best point guard there under $4. Of course, they had guys like Kyrie Irving, they also had John Wall on that list, but I went out to get Damian Lillard. Now the second player, I decided to pair him up with a nice shooter, a guy that the team, the Warriors cannot slack off of because he can knock down an open shot. And JJ Redick is a $1 player because he's not considered a top player in the league, so I added him to the list. Now the small forward, we went with Gordon Hayward because he's another guy that can knock down some shots, $2 player, and actually I like Gordon Hayward a lot. He can defend, he can finish at the rim, he's just like an all-around player. So of course, power forward position, we went King James. He has proven that he can beat Steph Curry, he can beat Klay Thompson, he can beat Draymond Green, the best player in the league, the best player I've ever had the pleasure to watch, so I had to go out and get him no matter what he was worth. $7 a big, like that's almost half our money, but I went out to put it on LeBron. And then center is Steven Adams because I saw him in the playoffs as dominant. Defensively, he was doing his thing against this Warriors team, and I like the team we put together with our $15. So what I actually did, I took off fatigue, I took off injuries, and I'm going to simulate to the playoffs, and we'll see if somehow we make it to the championship and if we can beat the Golden State Warriors. Alright, so here we are with the matchup. Our team did pretty good. If you wanted to see, we finished 61-21. Pretty good record. LeBron James did win MVP, but I cut all that out because it's unnecessary for the video. So can my rotation, my team that I put together with this $15, win the championship? Can Damian Lillard guard Stephen Curry? Can JJ Redick knock down enough shots to lead us to a championship? And can LeBron put his team on his back again? So here we go. Let's take a look. Game 1, we lose. Game 2, oh my god. Oh, I thought it was going to be close. Lineup number 1 was a fail. Let's get into lineup number 2. Now with lineup number 2, I decided to not go with King James and try to take a cheaper approach to it. So let me show you right here. So at the point guard, we have Kemba Walker, shooting guard Damian Lillard for obvious reasons. These two guys can fill up the stat sheet. Kind of undersized there, but then we make up for it with Paul George at the small forward, Carmelo Anthony at the power forward, and Bismack Biyombo down in the center. Now this team, I think overall is a better team, but we're missing King James. I don't know if I can make a lineup without King James that can beat him, but we're gonna put this one to the test, and we'll be back when we get there. So here we are with lineup number 2. This lineup actually had a better record than lineup number 1, which is promising, but I don't know because this Golden State Warriors is so tough. Can PG-13, Damian Lillard, Carmelo Anthony, Kemba Walker, and Bismack Biyombo get the job done? Let's see. We win game 1. Win game 2. Okay, alright. I got a little ahead of myself. They're coming back. So here we are, moment of truth. Both teams had the record of 67-15. We lost. Oh, I thought lineup number 2 was the one. I thought it was the one to get the job done, but it's not. It was not the lineup. So we got to keep going. Lineup number 3. So I know I said I was going to come in with roster 3, but roster 3 failed. Then roster 4, then roster 5, 6, 7, all the way down to roster 10, and I still find myself recording trying to beat the Golden State Warriors in a 7-game series. So I came to the realization, but with the $15, it is impossible. to build a team to beat the Warriors in a 7-game series. So I decided to up the price just a little bit. I got a little more change in my pocket, so $15 no more. We upped it up just a little. So let's take a look at lineup number 11, the last and final lineup. At the point guard position, we have the 2-time NBA champion Mario Chalmers. Shooting guard, we got LeBron from the past. We got LeBron from the past. And we got LeBron from the current. And to round it off, we got Tristan Thompson because we need some rebounding down low. Now this, I would say this is about a $25 budget. $10 extra is not that much, right? $10 extra is just okay. Just because 15 was just not enough. Now, is this enough to beat the Warriors in a 7-game series? It better be. We're going to check it out in a couple seconds. The moment of truth. 3 LeBrons versus KD. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. Who's going to win it all? Game 1. We lost. Honestly, look, we swept the Eastern Conference. I thought this was going to be a cakewalk. Wow. If 3 LeBrons can't beat the Warriors, that means the league is doomed. I'm at a loss for words. Rest in peace, NBA.